called B Corporation, which is it's a means of auditing sustainable businesses. The concept of how are you governed, how are your employees treated, and as well as the energy component. But really looking at this as a whole, we talk about holistic health, but what is holistic sustainability? We also decided we were going to go, well, the energy audit happened, and we got a great, feedback on that. There weren't a lot of, we were actually doing very well with it. And so that kind of led us forward to say, let's take our energy and Christine oversaw doing our Energy Star certification, which we received last November. Got an A+ rating, which is actually, I don't say that lightly because what it is that, we compare to other stores. They compare a like business to a like business. And I mean, we were really doing what we had set out to do. So we got to these points, which I wanted to walk through because they're very important to make sure that we're doing everything we can in-house first before we move to a point of our renewable energy ideas that we can do. At that point, when we knew we were functioning sustainably with what we had, Diana said, what about a solar awning? Now, we started the committee in January. I think this was maybe March. And she started making drawings. I mean, this is, Diana, and we started connecting with different folks and saying, how can we make this happen? Eventually, of course, we got connected with our Real for our equipment, and they also ended up being the installers. And I can't say enough good about them. They took the time to walk us through it with from a fiscal perspective and costs and how that would lay out to actually installation. And again, I've not really we've done a lot of work in this building, and I was prepared for tarps and everything, to cover product, and they came in and they did it, and it's like, really? They just did a fabulous job working around us in the business. And that's kind of how it came to be. That was our first year. Within a year, we were able to get these measuring devices. Now, for the solar awning itself, I want to, before I get to the kind of how it functions and what's been producing, there was, of course, the fiscal piece of it. And we were very excited about the opportunity. Diana said, oh, there's a REAP grant. Let's see about pursuing that. So between Diana and Christine, they put it all together. They were great. I did like maybe 2 pages and signed a lot of pages because they knew what the project was and what the specifics needed to be. I'm relatively new to solar. But when we got that piece in place, we knew that there would also be a federal tax break on it, and we had that in piece. We could start saying, what is this actually going to cost us? And then the part that I think that I just can't say how proud I am of cooperative owners and what cooperative means, is we put it out to our membership, to our owners, and said, you know what, would you be interested in this concept and bringing it here to Harmony? And we called them partner dollars. And we had folks, a lot of folks who are here today, respond and commit to what it would cost for a solar, one of the panels, all the way to 2 or 3 panels, in fact, and all the way to the Bemidji High School Environmental Club, who raised money. We were trying to remember today, I think it was $100, $150 to go towards this concept. It's cool. You think the range of that and that kind of community effort. With all those, we ended up raising 9,000 partner dollars to go into this project as well, leaving us with about $2,000 for the business to actually pay out to make the project happen. So, I mean, I can't go forward without saying thanks for this REAP grant, and thanks to the different folks, each of you are here and played a part in that. It's truly owned by the people. To talk a little bit about the awning itself, and I'll just show you, these are sitting on your chairs. What we use is, we've had so many questions. In fact, today I got a call from a public relations firm in Minneapolis saying, we have a client that wants to look at renewable energy, and I have somebody coming up there tomorrow and they can stop by and talk with you about your project. I'm just like, okay. That's really, that's the fun of educating and seeing these ripple effects of information and talking about what we've done. But anyway, this is what we put together. It's our kind of our sustainability tour of the co-op itself. On the back side, you'll find the solar awning, which kind of gives us the specifics, and it talks about the fact that we installed 250 watt, 15 250 watt photovoltaic modules, and you'll see them. And really we were struggling anyway with those windows to the south and the sun coming in and degrading our product. And so with the original design of the building, they had put on their awnings. Well, you put those two things together, we really couldn't afford the awnings at that time. We saw that it was important. We said, okay, we need an awning, let's make it a solar awning. And maximize the use of the sun on that side of the building. What was projected, the estimated production was 4.69 megawatts for this first year, and we were just Christine pulled it up and we were looking at it, and she said actually we made 4.7 megawatts. So it's always nice to surpass what your first year goal was. And what this translates into is looking at basically covering a good portion of our electrical, of our lighting costs. I also want to add that not only have we saved or generated that kind of energy, but our carbon offset has been 3.35 tons. That's an equivalent of 90 trees. So it begins to build a picture in those concrete ways that we can understand. Colleen and I were talking about this just a couple minutes ago, and we do a lot of education on food, and people have realized that disconnect that individuals have with their food system and how they grow the food and how they prepare and store their food makes us sometimes think, oh, I just open up the fridge and I pull it out and I eat, it's just there. But it's not true. We don't realize how much goes into it. It's the same with flipping on our switch or electricity. Is that these sorts of ways of making the concrete what we're producing and what we're offsetting, it brings us back to what it's really about, and to actually see those panels up there doing their thing. I think, make sure I don't miss anything. I wanted to make sure that everyone knew, of course, have some food and beverages after we're all done here. Please feel free. But also, Christine is willing to do a store tour, talking about the sustainability pieces we put into place for the store when it was designed first, but also what we've done. And Lisa Weiskopf, we're sitting in our community kitchen, which was another endeavor to invest in community efforts for businesses that want. Bemidji Brewing got their start up here in this kitchen, and right now we're working with the community food shelf, who, as if you follow them at all, know they've got a great garden space. So houses are producing their food, which they are then bringing here and generating into what we call value-added products that we can sell on the shelf. Again, just taking that full circle of what we can do in a community. For the co-op itself, this is just, I think, co-ops, food co-ops represent are just either a business model that represent what we can do in our own community. An organization called the National Grocers Association did a study, and they found that for every $1,000 spent at your food co-op, it actually generated $1,600 in the community. So it's, again, as we look at, we've all been faced with our examination of economics and how we see it and how we function in that. The concept of being local and how we can stabilize our own locality, our own community where we are, simply by making those priorities, shopping local and buying local. So, I think I just want to say that it kind of really boils down for me to this incredible example of cooperation. And you don't know what I get. I don't know. No one makes material. I know that sounds silly, but you get from so often where we function in life, it's so binary. It's this end or it's this end. But with this endeavor, we were able to partner federally partnered with the state, we partnered with the city to say, Marcia, will you trim those trees so they won't take away the sun from our awning? And she did. And to all the individuals and to the Bemidji High School, Environmental Club, who gave money. And seldom do we get to do that, but we did. And to me, that says if we can do it, others can do it. And that is about community and making our community stronger, is that partnership. So anyway, thanks for being here to celebrate with us. Ryan Zemek, who's our vice president, is going to say a couple of words, and then Nate Matthews, who's our city manager, is going to say a couple of words before Colleen takes some time.
Thank you, Colleen. I sort of covered a lot of what I want to do, but I just wanted to say thank you for coming. Welcome to Harmony Co-op. As Colleen said, I think this really just demonstrates sort of the power of the co-op business model. And I'm honored to have the opportunity to serve on the board of directors here, which means that I'm representing the hundreds of owners who all have a part in this. And I think, as Colleen mentioned, one of the greatest things that this demonstrates, my day job is community and economic development. And for years, what we talk about is this alignment of resources and bringing together local, state, federal resources together on projects to make them done. And that's really, how you end up with cool projects like this. It's sort of that alignment of resources, people working together, communities coming together. You look at our end statement here, and they're right there in the front of this, and you can see how there's some potential conflict sometimes between them. So what I really want to highlight here is the Sustainability Committee, management, staffing from REO, our federal partners kind of coming together. Whereas the board, this thing was a no-brainer. We didn't have to go, well, geez, we're really all about sustainability, but we're also about being a profitable business. We're also about having an impact on the community. This was one of those ones that it was, we had a very easy way to say yes. So I just want to thank everybody involved, the owners. Again, I think that I'm honored to be here to represent all of you, and thanks for your commitment, management, USDA, staff. So thanks everyone for your commitment to this. So thanks.
We wanted to say, from the city's perspective, how important this business is to the city. And I say little c here, not just the city of Bemidji itself. The commitment and source of pride that this business is for us, to its sustainability, focus, to its support of the local growers. And I think, coming into this community, I've been here about 5 months, the education component of what you do here is tremendous. When I first heard about the solar project, my previous position, I was at the City of Staples and I co-managed electric utilities. And our message on solar was, when people would talk to us about it, it doesn't work. It's too expensive and it doesn't generate enough kilowatt hours. And for me, coming in here and seeing this organization say, this is how it's done, and you had your vision, your accomplishment, and you're now showing everybody how to do it. That is, it's a testimony to me of why, when I've come here, I've learned what are the movers and shakers, who's really putting up or shut up. They're doing this, they're getting it done. And so for me, I just want to congratulate you guys for getting it done and showing us how to do this. And bit by bit, successes like this will grow and compound itself. So I just want to say thank you.
Well, I'm Colleen Langhammer. I'm the State Director for USDA Rural Development. And today's a celebration. It's sunshiny in here as far as I'm concerned. That sun is shining. It just shows how it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a community coming together to do things like this. It's easy to remember Colleen's name because it's the same name I have, but it takes leadership, and it takes leadership from Colleen, the staff, and the members, and the community. You know how important it is to reduce our carbon footprint, eat local, eat good food. You make that difference in this community each and every day. And why do you do it? You do it because you care. You care about the future, you care about your kids, you care about what would we leave when we're gone. And so you deserve huge recommendations. congratulations, because without you, it wouldn't happen. Is it easy? No, but when you look at who you brought together to do this, kids in school, how important for them to see something like that and know what a difference it'll make long term. My assumption is they're probably eating local foods in schools now that they probably weren't before. And when they get used to that, it becomes a way of life. So, and then training people how to cook. You know, some of the vegetables you have out there might be foreign to some people. And so you look at it and think, what will I do with this? Or you buy it and then you end up throwing it away. But by having cooking classes here, showing people what they can do, and just helping each other and making it fun makes all the difference in the world. So we're really pleased that USDA could be a piece of this. And it was a piece, that's all, because you took the members, you took the community, you took the students, you took your knowledge and investment in the future to make a difference. So thanks for doing this. We're pleased we could be a part of it. I forgot to introduce Mike Munson, which I meant to do. Mike Wave, everybody. Mike's the area director for the Northeast region of this state. So he gets to see a lot of stuff that's going on in the Northeast. And this is certainly a pearl that's making a difference in this region. So thank you for letting us be here. And we're excited to be here, and we look forward to many more great things happening in Bemidji, and especially in this food co-op. So thanks. And I've got a certificate to give to whoever you determine. And what it is, it's a certificate of appreciation in recognition of Harmony Co-op for using a Rural Energy for America, REAP, that's what the REAP grant is, from USDA Rural Development to purchase and install a new solar array to increase renewable energy. And it's signed by President Barack Obama. So congratulations. Awning is beautiful. Isn't it? It is. It's just beautiful. Yeah. So, what a treat to be here. And I love. Who was the artist?
Actually, a couple of owners, Nina Labarsky and Melissa
Van Mosdem.
Thank you. They came in and we gave them some ideas, and they just kind of rolled with it.
It's just beautiful, and it's also the incorporation of art into your space, with all the wonderful things that are happening and incorporating all those things together to really make a difference. So thank you, Colleen, and everyone else.
So let's celebrate, have food, talk. If you would want to do a tour, again, Lisa can talk with you about the community kitchen. Christina's happy to take folks through the store. Don't miss one of the really cool things about the solar stuff is that we had online software that we go on and we can see how our system is functioning. And each of the panels has its own microinverter. Thus, if there's an issue going on, the whole system isn't going to be affected. It'll only affect that one panel, and we can find out what's going on. So this is a chance to kind of, I guess, just have fun and celebrate. So thanks for being here today.